Women make up 15,631,579, representing 50.7% of the country's population. Out of this number, a staggering 10,379,368, representing 66.4% of the female population, are between the ages of 10 and 54. Hence, more than 2/3 of the country's female population menstruate. This biological necessity is a dreaded experience for most Ghanaian women and girls who are made to pay the price for their periods because sanitary pads are not considered medical necessities. New Patriotic Party (NPP) in their 2020 manifesto and on various campaign platforms promised to eliminate import duties on sanitary pads to improve health outcomes, particularly for girls, recognizing the necessity of sanitary pads. In January 2023, the government of Ghana increased already high taxes on imported and consumer goods, making sanitary pads unaffordable to vulnerable women and girls. Today, the average retail price of a pack of sanitary pad ranges between 15 Ghana cedis to 40 Ghana cedis, depending on the type and brand, making them expensive in a country where a huge percentage of its population survives on less than 20 Ghana cedis daily. The daily minimum wage is at 14 cedis, 88 pesos, which is about $1.21. Sanitary products are tagged as luxury products rather than necessities for the woman.
When I was 12 years, I think I was approaching my 13 when I went to school one day, and returning on a Saturday morning, I woke up and I was in a mess. I didn't know what menstruation felt like or how it was, though I had read about menstruation and I was taught in school. When my mom called me to tell me that I should go to the bathroom and take my bath, I was like, hey, my mom doesn't do this, so why is she doing this time around? I went to the bathroom, and when I removed my dress and my panties, I realized that there was blood in it. So I was like, hey, I'm now a teenager, I'm now a woman and all that. If I can recall, I started buying my own sanitary pad when I got messages. I'll just come to you, Daddy, I need sanitary pad, and you get it for me. But if he is not around, it means I need to go into my saving and get it. And even as at that time, we were still buying it at a moderate price. I think 5 cedis, it went to 7 cedis. And all of a sudden, we need a nurse. I think for about close to 2 years now, sanitary prices, the prices is so overwhelming.
My mommy bought it for me till I got to senior high. At a point, my sanitary pad finished, and then I had to go and buy one myself at the store. And when I got there, it was 7 Ghana cedis. I was not getting much. And then I had to take 7 Ghana cedis from my pocket money to go and buy sanitary pad. So I just had to sacrifice and then take it and then buy. Calling her, she would tell me that why don't I sacrifice? So I just have to do the right thing. So I bought it myself. And then when I came to the university, yeah, I'm an outdoor teenager, so I have to be buying it myself if mommy cannot buy it. They may not necessarily tell you to use this money to buy this, but with the money you've been given, you have to manage and then buy all these things. So I went to buy it, and then the money had increased from 7 cedis to 12 Ghana cedis. I was very shocked because I bought some not long ago. It was just 7 cedis, and how come it has just risen to just 15 Ghana cedis in few months? I was shocked, so I had to call my mommy. I told the lady I would come back. Honestly, I didn't buy it. I called mommy to send me extra money because I didn't want to spend my pocket money on sanitary pad. 15 cedis is too much. If I buy 2 months, it means I've spent 30 cedis out of my pocket money. So I had to call mommy, and then she was also shocked. She has to buy one for herself, buy one for my elder sister, buy one for me. My kid sister is also coming. So that was where the problem was, and then she gave me the money to buy it.
Most Ghanaian women cannot afford menstrual hygiene products. Underprivileged girls and women are often forced to use inadequate and unhygienic materials like old rags, socks, newspapers, leaves, and even diapers to manage their periods, leaving significant health, psychological, and emotional effects on them.
Eba wa ubo hu se wafo aba wafo nti ubo kwa ko change no wasi wa hata na wasa de ba ko ahye ho nti eno so etime ba bebra obotima use ntuma se wonni pad na na tise ntuma na obe use obotima use be se miasa so ubo bukem se no wa bukem se won obe ye na tise dia pad na se de ebe da no sa na obeyi ntuma agona na udia to opante no so the se pad na afi washe.
In Ghana, where menstruation remains a verbal taboo, the shame and stigma associated with menstruation can lead to feelings of embarrassment and low self-esteem. Women and girls miss days of school and work every month.
Back in senior high school, there was this girl who had to sleep with a guy before she would get money to go and buy sanitary pad. So it has been something worrying her for about 2 years. And one day, a speaker came to speak to us at school. And then since she couldn't hold it anymore, she had to speak in public. And then the speaker decided to buy pad for her until she starts working. But what if someone doesn't get this opportunity? So I'm pleading that the government should come in and then reduce the price so that each and every girl in Ghana here can afford the sanitary pad. And when you're menstruating and you don't take good care of yourself, it can affect your health. You are going to get body odor and the rest. So if the government comes in and then help the girl child, it's going to do more good than harm to the girl child.
Period poverty is a devastating issue that affects millions of women around the world. In developing countries like Ghana, period poverty is a major barrier to girls' education and empowerment. Girls who are unable to manage their periods properly are often forced to stay home from school, missing out on valuable education and opportunities. This perpetuates the cycle of poverty and inequality, limiting girls' chances of escaping the cycle of poverty.
There are certain things you are not supposed to tax. I mean, they happen naturally. Taxing the sanitary price is like taxing air. I mean, the ladies don't intentionally bleed that much or something like that. It's natural, it happens, it's part of their life. So we should even look at how possible we can to make sure that these sanitary pads are free for them. In some countries, they have food banks where if you're hungry or you're homeless or something, you're hungry, you can just pass by one shop and get something. We can also do that. The gender ministry can do that. We can place pads at vintage points for women, or even in every washroom, in every government facilities washroom, there are pads there for women who may sell themselves. And it's better than taxing them actually.
Before now, among far taxes and buy kina price ni okay na kofo eto pa. And I am so yeah order more. But see now more tax na abano. Yeah, say order kitwe bi and kofo so better. Omo company say price is not equal high too much. It's so yeah higher pa because it's me in J to say the first no no ma hard pa and more customers follow more better ibu anu ma no so better akoton I was on so di bi too so.
In the early 2000s, say late 90s, several governments across the continent, even in Ghana, found the need to make condoms more affordable. That was a brilliant idea because of the intervention it came in to solve. over time it became less affordable, very affordable. At some point it was even free. They used to distribute it on campuses, make it, because of the specific intervention it had come in to solve. And that's great. And we would want such great thinking and logic to be transferred to pads as well, because of the specific intervention it makes. Now, ladies do not, like I mentioned, bleed deliberately. And so if we can make pads more affordable to them, these are products that they use to keep themselves clean and hygienic.
Now, this basic necessity is essential for women's health and well-being. Menstrual hygiene is a basic fundamental human right, and it is the duty of the government to protect, fulfill, and promote the rights of its citizens. We call on leaders and government to be committed towards ensuring and fulfilling their promises towards making sanitary and menstrual hygiene products tax exempt and support local production.